Greetings, everybody. Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 2 of Kingdoms Reborn, which originally aired live on Twitch.
So we have a whole bunch of pork that we can sell, and I'm going to hit the sell card now and buy the province that has coal mines, and I'll buy a coal mine. So now with a coal mine, all I have to do is the back of the card has to be in the mountain with coal ore, which is right. See how close to the right here will work. And you all voted for... What did you vote for after this? I guess we haven't voted this. Next tech. Basic tools. So that would be stone tools. Pottery. Pottery was not one of the tier 1 luxuries that you all voted for me to get. Wood industry, which was. Beer, which was. Sheep ranch. Or mushroom log. So, basic tools is stone tools that we can use. We right now have 80 steel tools still. Pottery is making stuff out of clay next to rivers, but we voted at the start of the series that we focus on beer, cannabis, and furniture. Wood industry is furniture. Beer brewing is, well, beer brewing. Sheep ranch is sheep for wool and food, and then mushroom log sterilization is a reduction in wood cost for mushroom farms. I'm not going to buy a trading port or trading post just yet. There's other things I'd want to do first. So I will also star the coal for us to focus on it as a most important construction. I also have the ability to build a statistics bureau. I guess I could put that there. Caravan has arrived. They wish to trade. All right, let me pause. I'm going to trade away my leather. Actually, yeah, my leather. Something I have a lot of. It's not worth a ton, but it's good enough. All right, new cards. Give me the iron mine and a trade post. Hey, Sujuka, welcome. So the Statistics Bureau I built for free. All it does is give me stats. Periodically, when you hit milestones in the game, you will start to have new abilities like the Statistics Bureau unlock for you. And all this does is allows you to track resource production versus consumption, fuel, food, etc., etc. Now that I have my first fishery, here it is. I have a new task of produce 500 fish, which I don't necessarily need to focus on just yet, but it's something to think about. And I keep boosting my immigration office, and I'll even pay for it to become better. And I did just get an employment bureau. So the employment bureau allows me to set priorities for certain jobs. So once that's built, now I can say, hey, most important is farm, you know, etc. And this is the order that certain task would fill. So I can say, you know, farm's most important, or mushroom farm, or whatever, and then move them around like that. I can also have sort of a required assigned number of builders and laborers as well, if you want to get granular like that. Yeah, basically about a taskbar. Yeah, more or less. Hey, there's a Borboro. That will help with the hunting. Barely within range, but yeah, it'll help technically. And we're trying to focus on the coal mine. Let me boost it. Trying to focus on the coal mine so we can get coal for next winter. It's mid-autumn now. And the thing about the biome that we are in, so it's like -8 for these housing. If you take a look at like Borghild here, they are not needing to burn fuel right now to warm themselves, whereas I do. It's one of the, it's the harshness of the tundra. Same with Hostane. Hostane, it's just above freezing, so they don't need to burn wood either. And Rowan, again, they don't need to burn wood either. So I have to burn wood for a lot more of the year than they do, which is definitely a bit of a penalty. But hey, I need to be hamstrung like that for these AI to have any sort of chance. So I'm going to pay for improved fishing tools with some steel tools that I have for my 2 fisheries, which is just about the remaining steel tools that I have. But I do think it's going to be worth it because I can make a lot of money selling food when I need to make a quick buck. We've also worked towards replacing our population. I think we were at like 23 or so we're getting there. We're getting there. And the coal mine needs 11 more stone to build, and it's being hauled now. As you can see, these guys are bringing it. Look at how strong these folk are. And once we have the coal mine up, our heating woes will decrease dramatically. Come on, build it. So the star here just makes it a priority compared to other priorities. New card. Nothing I want just yet, so gonna ignore it. And here we go. Now we're building the coal mine in early winter. And that will allow us to transition away from burning wood to heat ourselves with burning coal, which is more efficient. Far more efficient. But I will queue up all the trees everywhere to be cut down. Anyway. So it's almost done. Well, not almost. Look at those arms. He's like Danny Carey. That's a famous drummer. There it is, coal mine, done. Now, 4 people work in the coal mine because it is a high priority and I want them working there. So that we can start to provide for our people. But the other worrisome thing I have is that, yeah, currently our homes don't really have fuel. They're going to have a tough time fueling their homes for now because we haven't been coal mining long enough to build up as a reserve. I think I'm going to do the risky thing of selling one of my iron mines because I have a card that I don't need. Selling my food. Half of it. And trying to get, yep, there it is, buy wood. Half my money spent for 71 wood so that we don't have a mass frozen exodus this winter. I want to avoid this year what happened last year, which was people froze to death. As governor, I said, never again, and I'm going to spend the buckaroos to fulfill that promise. Now, my remaining money, I'm going to try to hold on to so that we reinvest it. Come on, immigration office. Bring people in. I've already said permanently no to cannibalism. That's a choice that I had been offered and I had declined. All right, Hostane is 30, and they're now level 2. They have money, so give me your money. And Rowan is 29, so they're pretty close. Ion Fu, thanks for the resub. Welcome. All right, so my tech tree here, you all say wood industry. I will queue that up. And that will allow us to start unlocking luxury tier 1 items. The other thing that I'm going to work towards is saving up enough money to buy this forest province, which means I need to buy... Ooh, I need to buy 2 more as well. I need to buy this one, and I think because of the mountain, I'll have to buy this one as well. So it's a whole bunch of hops before I can get there. Alternatively, I could go the other way, but that would be even more expensive because this forest province here is really expensive at $26.94, and this is 700, and I don't even know what these are because it's not adjacent. But that would give me grapes later on either way. Come on, heat yourself. How have I not produced any fish? Jesus. Laziest fishermen. I mean, I can appreciate the fact that their homes aren't exactly close. But lazy fishermen. So I might have some frozen die-offs, but we're in late winter and no one's died yet. We just ran out of wood now. Forestry is something that's on my mind, and I plan on investing in forestry. But I might change my mind about where I place it. I might put my foresters here, where I don't have the likelihood of expanding into homes or anything like that. Yeah, they spend a ton of time walking back and forth, I know. And one just froze. 2 froze. Don't want any of that. Hey, Rocket. Thanks for the bit. Penny for your thoughts. All right. Hopefully we will be able to build up a coal supply this spring and summer and autumn so that we don't need to continually rely upon heating with wood. We remove wood from the equation, and that should help out a lot. So it's still cold. We still need to heat our homes. But I'm going to allow for the construction of these 2 homes so that our fishermen can live closer to where they work. And I need to work my way to 766 coins so that I can buy my way towards cannabis. So I'm planning on teching up with cannabis, beer, and furniture. I'm gonna pass on that. I'm gonna pass on all these. Dang, there really just aren't choices I want. I survived the crisis. Cool. That's good. So down here, maybe in this spot, I'm going to put my foresters, well knowing that, yeah, the nearest homes are too far. I will be setting homes up closer. So let's run a road down to the foresters. And we are going to we're going to plant non-fruit trees, cut any tree, and cut and plant for both. And then when I eventually buy these other 2 territories here, the foresters will have like a maximum blue radius where there's lots of trees to cut and harvest. All right, come on, fish. Yeah, okay, we're starting to get the fisheries working. The other thing is we don't have a lot of stone at the moment. So it's another thing to keep an eye on. But these houses closest to the fisheries are getting worked. Does an animal burrow means the animals keep spawning there? Yeah, they would occupy that spot, but at the moment it's empty. We hunted them to extinction. And there's another burrow down here as well. There it is. Only one boar lives there. Okay, 25 people are in my home. I get a rare card prize. So we have a choice between sustainability. I'll have you all vote, but I'll explain what they do. These aren't exactly rare cards, mind you, but for now they are. So sustainability allows you to consume 40% less input. Just having to type them all up. And what was it? The productivity increases the productivity of the place by 20%, and the frugality decreases the upkeep by 70%. So the sustainability would be really good for something like the mushroom farm, which consumes wood to produce mushrooms. The productivity would be good for maybe the coal mine to produce more coal. The frugality would be really good for any of my businesses that are expensive to run. The coal mine costs 10 coins, so a frugality would save me 3, or save me 7. I would spend 3. So there's a whole bunch of different types of combinations, and some businesses, most businesses can take two books, and they do stack the benefit. So yeah, cast your vote. I'll leave it up for another minute, and you can pick what bonus I get. Let me buy a snatch. So sustainability, let's grab it. I'm going to open up my mushroom farm again and stick the sustainability book in there. One of the things I could do with the sustainability book once I have wood industry is set up a furniture store with the sustainability book so that we don't use as much wood. But now that we don't fuel our homes with wood, it's less important, because we take coal for that. And steal all Hostain's gold. I'm bad to Hostain. But we're back to 26, so we're about tied with Borghild, but they might be a tech level ahead of us. The Tundra start is a slower start for sure. So let me hide that. You voted. Thanks for voting. So here's the Fisherman Hamlet. Now I don't have any stone on me at the moment to improve those homes, because all the stone is going to these 2 foresters, which is how we wanted it. Gather stones. There we go. The AI is not great yet. No. It's still pretty rudimentary. Okay. Yeah, I have a healthy amount of wood now, as I'm sure you can see, because we're now, well, it's autumn, so we're not burning anything, but we're going to be fueling our homes with coal. Don't care for any of those choices, so I'll hold out. Now, the work per season on this fishery is less than this one because it's a commute time. Totally fair. These roads here are not yet built, so you know it's even longer commute than what would have been. I think what I'm going to do is move my hunting lodge. My hunting lodge has not really yielded a whole lot of anything for a bit, and I'm going to move the hunting lodge near my forester. Yeah, I'll move it here. Sort of towards the foresters, but not quite, because it looks like there's some game in this area. Not a ton of it, but enough, hopefully. Hey, C4. Thanks for the follow. Cheers. All right, our population is up to 31. We're catching up to Hostain at 34. Rowan at 33. So we definitely bounced back from that rough winter. I have a ton of excess food. We are in mid-autumn, but I'm going to risk selling it. Hopping up. There you go. Good puppy. Good puppy. Does the puppy want treat? So in risk selling it, what I want to do is buy this Tundra province just north of me. And yeah, I was right. I'm going to have to buy this one too with the ooh, caravan. Sure. I will sell you my leather again. Great. That gives me enough money to buy this province, but I'm going to sit on the money for a little bit, let it invest. We're trying to get the cannabis so that I can, you know, I can provide all 3 levels of luxury tier 1 that is requested. I might pass on that as well. This looks fun. Hey, Dozen. How are you doing? The real curious thing is, should I get improved shift to increase the mine's productivity by 20%? It's not a job that people are particularly happy with. As you can see, job happiness is 50%. It's pretty low. But we do actually have a lot of wood right now. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to cancel cutting down all trees everywhere so that we can harvest the stone. Because once we get a little bit more stone, these foresters get built, and then I have a reoccurring supply of wood that I don't have to really worry about manually setting up cut zones. Oh, some of the boars came back. That's good. My medicine, I've used about 40 per year. My population is definitely larger now than it was before. My housing, I'm about to run out of housing. Not just yet, but it will happen pretty soon. So that's another thing to consider. So I'm going to put down some more houses. And laying out another farm there. There's very little farmland, so I have to utilize it very well. Will the research be second place vote from the previous poll? No, we're going to vote all over again. So, speaking of which, let's get that going. There's your choices. Snatch. Let's see. Who do we snatch from? Hostain. Ideally, if they have money. Nope, they don't have money. So if you take a look at diplomacy... Oh, there's the research tree. Rowan doesn't have money either. I'll sit on this snatch card then. So now we have a furniture workshop. Furniture workshops have an adjacency negativity when it's near housing, so obviously don't put it near your houses. And we will stick it somewhere in this cold tundra where it can't, where the terrain is, worthless. I'm going to put it... maybe here. I want to put it sort of away from stuff. Or even down here might be alright. I'm gonna move a storage yard in this spot. And delete the storage yard here. So the reason I'm putting it here is the foresters make wood down here. And I'll put a storage yard for the foresters. And then it's saying that the housing is too far, which is fine because I'm actually going to be moving housing towards it. Oh, hold on. Before we build that. Scratch that. Let's have a road come down. I'm going to adjust that. Have a road come down like this. Does this fit here anymore? No, it doesn't. Oh, no, it does. Cool. And that way, it's a shorter commute to these foresters, but these foresters are still going to want housing close to it. Buy another snatch card. Okay, looks like we depleted our... around midwinter, we depleted our coal. So I am going to spend the big bucks for improved shift, which gives us more productivity in the coal mine. And eventually try to save up for the very expensive wide coal shaft, which would help out as well. But we do have a lot of food, which is a good thing. We're not going to starve or anything like that. So now that we ran out of coal, we're going to rely on wood, which is the backup coal. Don't forget to put the coal storage back. Let's put that back right now. I'm going to put it... I'm going to put it here. And... here. 2 storage yards. So, once the furniture workshop is built... Okay, all the other towns are now tier 2. I'm still stuck in tier 1. But that's mostly due to the biome start. I'll catch back up. My population is not lagging behind at all. I'm 3 behind Hostain and 2 behind Rowan and in front of Borghild, so no problem on that front. I am not concerned. But what I will do is check if they have money for me to steal. You do. I stole every last penny that they had. What about Ruin? Yes, a lot of money. Yoink! Thank you. That would allow me to claim this forest province, which gets me closer to the cannabis. Another thing I'm going to need to think about is where I place housing up here, because I'm going to need people that live far closer to the cannabis to run cannabis farms. To buy another pig ranch because it's a pretty reliable source of food, and then if we ever run out, we can slaughter. It's nice. Burnt wood is just coal. Well, sort of. It's not exactly just coal. Burnt wood. Coal is you have to burn wood in a very low oxygen environment to produce coal. So it is special in that way. That's a heckin' lot of pigs. Yep, up to 30 pigs. Now it is early spring. We are out of wood. I'm a little concerned, but not quite. We'll obviously need to stockpile a little bit more than I had previously done. But I don't think we're going to have like a mass die-off like we have before. And I'm almost done with producing the 500 fish, which gives me a bonus, which will be nice, because that gives me a card that I can put in my town hall. Right on. So, current basic tools will be my next tech. Got it. And the furniture workshop is just about done. I do have to be careful about using wood for construction projects midwinter. But what I could do is I can queue up some trees to be cut down. I'd canceled all the trees, so queue a few trees to supplement. Do I know if the colder temperatures use more fuel? I don't believe it does. I think what it is it's based on efficiency, not temperature. So it's like it's more like in order to heat, you need to burn wood. How long does that one wood last to? So either, I think, I could be wrong, but I think either a house is heated or it's not heated, and the duration that a heat source provides heat is based upon the efficiency of that heat source. Let's buy sell food. And now that we're in mid-spring, I am going to sell food. That gives me a whole lot of money. Oh, someone died of cold. And we're going to claim this province, which the shrine bestows wisdom upon us. What card? We have sustainability again. We have frugality. And we have motivation. So motivation is when the populace that works there is happy, they work harder. It depends on the happiness of the employment. So the mushroom farm, for instance, is 70%. And this is each percent over 60. Whereas if I put that in the coal mine, it would do nothing because they are 50% happy. And then sustainability would be useful to put into, I guess, the mushroom farm, because the mushroom farm is using wood. And then the frugality would be good anywhere that is expensive to run the business, like furniture workshop, which costs us 20. We could bring that down to 6. So, yes. And now we have the upgrades tree 2, which I'll get into once you vote here. Alright, so going with sustain. I have gotten cooperative fishing. Cooperative fishing is a town card. Every 1% happiness above 60% gives additional cooperative fishing. So now, as you can see, my efficiency is up 19% due to that town card. The sustainability I'm going to toss into the mushroom farm. I'm going to consume the grape seeds to unlock grape seeds for farming. And I'm not going to use them quite yet. My foresters are foresting. But I think what's happening is the wood is so quickly going to be put into the furniture workshop that it is tough to keep it running. So we're unlocking basic tools, but let me show you the upgrade tree. So this is also used with science points, and it gives you a variety of benefits. So one, I can unlock wheat seeds, which allows me to brew beer. I could unlock frugality books. I could unlock influence points, where we use our influence to claim land instead of money. That's pretty important. Cabbage seeds, coal burner improvement, homebrew, beer tax. So beer tax is another really good one. That's a town card that each house that has beer, basically each house, you know, that is supplied with beer gives extra money, and then homebrew houses with pottery get science. Of course, we're not focusing on pottery, but there's a whole bunch of like upgrade cards here. And then if we take a look at the tool, the tech tree, here's the normal tech tree. So next time when I finish basic tools, I'm going to have you vote between the upgrade tree and the basic tool, the tech tree. But we're awfully close to being able to claim this cannabis region, but it does cost 3,000, so it's expensive. Very expensive. Yeah, the end goal is world domination. Exactly. You want to subjugate everybody else, essentially. How advanced does the tech go? It goes to petroleum, printing presses, electricity. So, mid 1800s or so, late 1800s. So here we have these houses that are bigger. They are bigger because they are supplied with furniture. So now they're tier 2 houses. So the houses without furniture are still the little like hunters' huts that you see. And then these slightly more advanced houses have had furniture brought in from the furniture workshop to improve it. I am just about out of housing now. So I am going to plop down 100 appeal, 97. 2 more houses. You love the about command? I always have it. Every game I ever play, about commands is a reliable way to figure out what the game is about as succinctly as possible. One card I actually might want to buy is a Quarry. I'm going to go ahead and buy that. So Quarry will allow me to source stone without having to collect it the way I have been. So I'll put a Quarry there. A little dirt road. Remove this road. And then a little storage yard. Ooh, snatch and sell food. Dibs. And let's sell some food. We're in midsummer. That nets us 800 gold. Not enough, of course, to buy this forest tile. But we're getting there. Now, some people are lacking tools. So here's a guy lacking tools. So we're going to want to buy some tools soon. Which reminds me, let's get a trade post. Wondering if I could put it somewhere worthless. Let's put a trade post here. I think what I'm going to do here is buy the extraordinarily expensive upgrade to the coal mine to add 4 more workers to this coal mine to source a lot more material, because I am worried about trying to keep all these houses warm. And now I'm going to pause. Yes. I'm going to pause for a second because we have new tech or upgrade. So I'm going to very quickly review. If we want tech, we could do beer brewing, but we don't have the ability to grow. We don't have the ability to grow wheat yet. If we go or mushroom log sterilization. If we go upgrades, we could get wheat seeds, better coal burners. I don't use coal burners. We could get wheat seeds, beer tax, probably wheat seeds. So it really, the choice here is between mushroom log sterilization, sheep ranch, or like wheat seeds. Or frugality books, but that wouldn't really benefit me too much either. But I did just buy a snatch card, so let's see if there's anyone to snatch from. Rowan is the most populous city. Please have money. Oh, and they have plenty of money. Thank you for 220. Loser. All right, so the Stone Tools Workshop, I will put... here seems good. And I'm going to make this a high priority because we are out of tools. It, in fact, just told me I need more tools. And... I'll put some additional storage yards there. It's not immediately adjacent. Well, maybe I can put, yeah, I'll put a storage yard there too. Darn. Didn't give me anything. Any cards that I wanted. All right, so we'll go with upgrades. And what upgrade? We have got the choice between wheat seeds, which would allow us to grow wheat, cabbage seeds. Cabbage seeds are very fertility sensitive, or frugality books, or influence points. So pick between those four. I'm not including the coal burner or these two because they don't give me anything just yet. There is literally no benefit to doing those. Oh, so there's iron here, huh? I'm going to pause that iron mine. Don't want it built yet. So that noise is just a lack of tools noise. My guys are having a hard time sourcing wood with no tools. So wheat seeds it is. Looks like that won a little bit. Influence points was close. So we'll get wheat seeds, and that allows me to start farming wheat for beer. So if you open up the fertility overlay, there's tiny little... So there's this field here, which I could do wheat in, and this one too. So these two fields could do wheat. And then these tiny fields could maybe do medicine. Pump style! Thanks for the sub. Welcome. Cheers, matey. And let's take a look. I think I'm going to temporarily shut down the immigration office because I want to not freeze people to death in the winter. Yeah, we're having a tree punch. Soulblader, thanks for the resub. Yeah, so you can see these guys are kind of tree punching. So there's another way to get tools, which is to buy them through the trading post at exorbitant markup. But whether it's the tool shop or the trading post, I don't care which comes first. Whichever it is, I'll be happy to grab. Hey, caravan has arrived. We will sell leather again. And I'll buy a buy wood card just in case. And buy a snatch as well. Let's go see if we can't snatch from Rowan. Yes, we can. They have a lot of money. My money now. So I don't have enough stones for the stone tool shop to build, but the trade post is coming together, and won't be too long until we can do it. Sir Griffith, thanks for gifting that a sub, and Luke, thanks for the follow. Welcome all. Oh, you're paying it forward too. That's awesome. Okay, yeah, I know I don't have tools. Thanks, game, for continually reminding me I am bankrupt. So here we have a stone quarry, and I am going to improve the shift of this stone quarry to produce more stone in a given shift. We can also set up rapid mining as well, because stone is pretty plentiful in all the mountains that I live in, so I don't really care if we deplete the resources faster. No big deal. I will aim for productivity instead. Note that a lot of places have those options. So here, the same deal for the coal mine. I'm going to set up rapid mining as well. So the research is now done with wheat seeds, and we have the choice of tech or upgrade. And I am going to set these up for wheat once it's planting season. So if we went tech, we could get beer brewing, which would start to brew beer. I could also get middle age. We could tech up to the middle ages because enough of my houses are level 2. Those are the 2 techs that I would include on the poll. Maybe sheep ranch and log sterilization as well. If we go upgrades, we would get cabbage seeds, frugality, or influence points. Those would be the 3 options going that direction. Come on, build. 2 more stone. Come on, man. You're killing me. All right, late autumn with 240 coal built up. I feel good about that. I'm going to sell half my food because YOLO, which gives me a whole lot of money. Now I'm going to start building up money for the cannabis because that's going to be important too. Yeah, there we go. Trading post is getting built. Rock on. All right, looks like upgrade. So what upgrade? You've got some choices here. Cabbage, frugality, or influence. You can also see that the frugality you can do up to 10 times. So you can keep doing it. Homebrew and beer tax you can do more than once as well, but you can only have one of those cards in your town. So it's not like you can tax for 3 beer. That's not like a thing that you can do to make 15 per house that has beer. That's just not how it works. Call you Altair? All right, I'll try to remember that. Best I can. So all of my houses here have even this empty house. There's literally an empty house here that has furniture in it. No, it looks like all my houses have furniture. Cool. And here, as you can see, the foresters are reforesting. There doesn't seem to be... This hunting lodge sucks, so I might ditch the hunting lodge. It just is not yielding me anything anymore. It is not a source of meat, not reliably. So I'm going to ditch hunting altogether. Sell my hunting card. Because the amount that they're getting is like... can feed almost no one. All right, I have another trade for 10,000 now that my trade is up. So with trade, trade is something you can do periodically, and it takes a little bit of time for trades to go through. But given that I have no tools, let me scroll down to stone tools, because they're much cheaper than steel tools. And I'll buy 30 stone tools, and I will sell... well, What to sell? I will sell my leather. All of it. Well, not all of it, because it doesn't all fit. So it's a net positive of 194. And then it takes a little while, as you can see, this process wheel takes a little while for the trade to go through. So it's arriving in 140 something seconds. All right, you guys want to go for influence, so I'll go for influence. There it is. Yeah, hunting works best in areas that remain wooded. Exactly. Ooh, buy snatch. Let's see, who can we snatch from? I'm bigger than everyone else. Rowan has the most people, but they have negative money, so let's check Hostane. Yep, they have money. My money. I have no shame. Alright, tools are coming, friends. And our stone tool shop is getting constructed now. It has all the resources, so it will be built soon. I'm going to learn from my mistakes of previous winners and absolutely, positively not set anything up to construct during the winter. I'm just going to let this winter ride out. We're also getting pretty close to the amount of gold that we'll need to purchase the cannabis location. And then as soon as I do, the Guapai are going to want to join me. So I will need a considerable amount of houses in order to house them, because they will be homeless and leave me if I don't. That's another thing to consider. All right, tech or upgrade. So we're about to get influence points to unlock. So next up, tech or upgrade. So now if you zoom out here, you can see that, well, hold on. I have an influence. My influence is points that I build up that I can use to claim stuff. So here, as you can see, I would need 1511 influence to claim the forest province. Eventually, I will unlock things in the tech tree that gives me influence, like, where is it? Like the archery. Oh no, that would be in upgrades. Like the archery barracks would give me influence. And archery barracks is where people work. They consume wood to generate influence. A little odd, but that's the way it works. All right, we did deplete our coal. We consume about 350 in a winter or so. But we do have our stone tool shop up now, which will be very, very helpful in order to ensure that we do not run out of tools like we did. And here, the trade just got delivered, and we sold all of our all the stuff that we want to sell and bought a whole bunch of tools. I'm also low on food. Don't for a minute think that I haven't noticed that. I'm going to sell my remaining leather and furniture, because we'll just make more furniture. It's fine. And I am going to quickly cull some of my pork, because my food reserves are low and I don't want to starve. And let's put a rush on the on one of the fisheries. All right, looks like you guys want to go tech. Let me put up some tech options here. What tech? We have beer. Well, middle age. Sheep. Or improved mushroom farming. Okay. The middle age research here, what it would do is it would unlock townhouse level 2 or town hall level 2, which would allow me to spend a lot of gold to upgrade my town hall, to give me the ability to unlock immigrant and kidnap cards, and then also increase my mine and quarry production by 10%. Or alternatively, go beer, so that I can actually supply beer to my people. And that would pair very well with the beer tax card. Or alternatively, go sheep, which would be for wool, which would eventually be useful when we get tailoring. Tailoring would be here, which is a middle-age research. I'm also going to unlock Forester Town for both of these. So there's combo bonuses where if you have multiple of one type... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. If you have multiple of one type, they come with a bit of a bonus to production. So now what I'm doing is it's complaining that it's too far from the closest homes. So I am putting it a little closer to putting 2 homes close to the forester. It will take up some of the terrain, but there will be a benefit to commute. You know, there'll be a lot shorter of commute. All right, going for sheep. That's not what I would have picked, but all right. So here we have our wheat farms, which will produce wheat for no benefit because we can't eat it. It's just wheat. Okay. That's fine. I'll buy a tavern and... Man, my food really has not snapped back yet. Another fishing lodge then. Put a 3rd fishery out here. Slightly lower efficiency because it's more inland. There, 100%, that's fine. Okay. And then this tavern is for houses that decide to be remote. I do want to provide benefits for everybody, regardless of how close they are to the heart of the community. In my opinion, which does not matter, you should put your choice more often. No, I'm happy for people to choose. I totally don't mind. I mean, the thing about sheep is not a terrible choice, but it is large. So I could probably put sheep, yeah. There's a spot right here for sheep because it has no fertility, no appeal. No one wants to live here. So this would be good for one sheep ranch, but I am right now growing wheat, and without beer brewing, wheat doesn't really provide any real benefit. All right, and I'm also going to start growing medicinal herbs. Farms have to be rectangular. You don't really have a choice, and they only can be a max size of 8x8 or 64 area. So you really have to, you know, sort of nestle them in as best as you can. So I'm just setting up some roads to the medicinal herb farm. And then we'll do a storage yard where it is convenient. I'll put one there. Snatch and sell food. Buy both. Now let's see what we can snatch. 33, 47, 48. Rowan, do you have money? Definitely always check if they have money. onto their current money because you can't snatch someone that is bankrupt. And we are going to go unlock some sheep. Oh, once I zoom back in at home. Yeah. All right, next up, Techer upgrade. You're so tired of bread making chains? It wouldn't be a bread making chain. I would brew beer. I'm growing wheat to grow beer, to make beer. So at the beginning of the stream, we voted on what are the luxuries that we'll focus on for tier 1 already. We voted on beer, cannabis, and furniture. Comfortable, drunk, and high, I guess, is what you all voted on. So with that said, you know, I need to unlock brewing tech in order to get that beer, and then I need a little bit more money to get the cannabis because we currently don't have access to any cannabis seeds.
Thank you for tuning in to Kingdoms Reborn, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch live streams of mine, Rhadamant.com has my countdown timers and links to Twitch and Discord. Thank you so very much for watching. I will catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.